this horse is like the quintessential Steve Asmussen horse that's getting really good when it counts. He reminds me a lot of Society, who won the Cotillion last year, who was a little bit of an unknown, getting a big class test against Grade 1 company, and that same kind of tactical speed, and boy, did she prevail. I think Magic Tap also kind of engineered to really handle an off-track, tap it out of a Go Sapper mare. The distance kind of checks a lot of boxes. I wanted to be able to take a big stand against Saudi Crown, just trying to be a little bit clever. And I saw him this morning, and boy, did he make a believer out of me. He sells himself a little bit more in person than I was expecting. I just came off the van in great order, really bright, really happy, and just taking it all in a really kind of intelligent sort of way. So Saudi Crown kind of won me over a little bit, but I'm still going with Magic Tap.
Let's talk about Reincarnate for a minute. Bob Baffert's obviously had a ton of success in this race before, and this horse sounds like, from a fixed odds point of view, one they're willing to take on a little bit. How about you, Jessica? How serious of a contender is Reincarnate in this year's Pennsylvania Derby?
I'm using him off of all of my tickets. Just he's a toss for me. I think they're going to have to send. Right from the outside post, you really are not going to have any other option. I don't really think this is the kind of horse that loves getting mud kicked back in his face all that much. So they're going to have to send. When I talked to Jimmy Barnes yesterday, he was a little cagey about what their strategy was going to be, but no, they're going to, I imagine they're going to send. And I just think he's going to be up against it, trying to get the lead from the outside post, with Saudi Crown kind of drawing that perfect post and just firing right out of the gate.
What of Scotland, who's very, very strong in the fixed odds betting? Normally it doesn't take much arm twisting for me to throw in a Bill Mott trainee. I was just a little bit worried that he was found out for class a little bit last time in the Travers. Maybe didn't like the muddy surface, but that's not going to help him today either. Is he going to be in your exotics reckoning at least?
I would like him to be, but I kind of had the same feeling that you did. I thought he exposed himself a little bit. I was very disappointed with what a no-show he was in the Travers. I'm willing to maybe give him the pass that was too bad to be true, and that he'll get another shot here. But the muddy track doesn't bode well for him, and I think that muddy track on Travers Day is a lot different than the sloppy track we'll likely have for this. So those are two very different sort of off tracks. But Scotland really needs to bounce back off of that effort.
What about any of these at a bigger price, Dallas? And then we'll bring you back in for a comment. But anything at a bigger price that you're going to want to keep on your tickets?
I like Il Miracolo a little bit. He won the Smarty Jones. It was sort of a weird race. He was awfully hard to handle. I thought Luis Saez did a really good job trying to keep him straight. He looks like he's tough in the mouth and a little quirky and a little weird to handle. He wound up drifting very wide in the stretch. Michael Sanchez picks up the mount on him with Saez out, obviously. And I think Michael is a strong, thoughtful rider who should be able to handle him quite well. And I wouldn't count him out of the exotics.